Hi, I'm Angie Hires, Chief Human Resources Officer.
And Brian Roach, the Vice President and General Manager of the Water Wastewater Business Unit.
We'll be speaking today about our third initiative, Develop an Unbeatable Team. When one thinks of an employer to select, we call that the employer of choice. We're hoping in the future that when a person thinks of a company to work for, that they will select JEA because we are an employer of choice in the area. How will we know that we have reached that level of success? We have a definition of success for developing an unbeatable team, and that JEA will be recognized as an employer of choice in Northeast Florida, enabling us to attract, retain, and develop the most competent, motivated, and agile workforce. Thus, we'll be able to deliver the highest level of proficiency and performance for our customers. In other words, because we've been selected as the place that talented people want to work, then we'll be able to deliver the level of proficiency and performance for our customers because we will have that unbeatable team. In preparing for that success, we realize that we do have some gaps that need to be covered. The first gap, an agile employment and HR model. In order for us to achieve success, we realize that there are some gaps that need to be closed. We call these our highest priority gaps. The first gap is agile employment and HR model. We'll need to make sure that we're able to deploy our workforce throughout the organization in positions as we need them, helping them acquire skill sets along the way, and having a model in place that will help us achieve this. Aligning with bargaining units in civil service is the next gap. We want to make sure that every employee in JEA understands their role and the critical success of our organization, and that all employees are aligned with our goals. Effective performance management. While we currently have a performance management process in place, we want to make sure that that process is utilized to the highest. We want to make sure that the process is fair and that every employee has the opportunity to achieve success. Managerial courage is another gap. We want to make sure that our managers and leadership are having those tough conversations when needed, and that all managers as well as employees are equipped to confront those particular situations that need to be handled, do those timely with respect and integrity. Change management is another gap. We want to make sure that all of our employees are equipped and ready to handle changing challenges within our organization, as well as realizing that in some cases, the ways that we've always done it is not necessarily the way that's going to help us achieve the success that we need. Also understanding that what we've done in the past may actually work, but may need a little bit of tweaking, but being able to take all of that in a collaborative way and make it work for us. Talent attraction and retention is another gap. We want to make sure that we're able to attract the talent that we need when we need that talent and retain the talent within our organization. Attracting the correct talent at the given opportunity will allow us to make sure that we have those critical skills in place that will ensure success for our organization. Workforce readiness and succession is a big gap that we will cover. Workforce readiness and succession will ensure that we have the right people in the right places at the right time. In order to measure our success in those particular areas, some of the outcome metrics will be offer attractiveness. We will measure that by 90% acceptance rate on in-range offers to our top-rate candidates, meaning that when we offer a candidate a position, that 90% of our first choice candidates will accept those offers. Workplace survey overall rating. We're looking to have a 10% improvement in fiscal year 2014. We're looking to, at a baseline in the year 2013, we will be engaging in a workplace survey, and we're looking to have improvements in that arena. Consistent differentiation of high and low performers in performance evaluations with appropriate rankings, high, medium, and low distribution of ratings for the fiscal year 2014. We're making sure that in our performance management system that we have a calibration process that is fair and equitable to our employees so that recognized performance is there. We have some particular commitments to action from a corporate level that we will enact in order to have the agile employment and HR model. We will implement a more flexible staffing and compensation model. meaning that we'll have a more collaborative relationship with our bargaining units. We'll be looking to revamp our classification system to incorporate some competency criteria as needed. One of the things that we're also looking to do is to strengthen our employee value proposition. That includes salary, performance pay, benefits, and for those who treasure the community service, recognition, and work-life balance. Also, an increased effectiveness of our performance management process, making sure that all those who are engaged in scoring will understand the correct way to do that, the correct way to establish goals, and those people who are actually being evaluated will understand that it's important that there's input from them in the performance management process.
The second area of focus is facilitate and expect employee growth and development. And when we say employee growth, it's each individual employee's total responsibility to take the leadership in their own development, whether it's for career, direct career, or JEA, or overall professional growth. The JEA will provide the foundation, the background, the training opportunities for the growth. We want each employee to take the responsibility for their own professional growth. We will measure that through competency growth, a 10% increase in demonstrated competencies from FY15 versus 14, also a 10% in career enrichment type of measurement that will be encompassing rotational assignments, promotions, specific projects, or job training opportunities. And the third item we want to measure is individual development programs. We really want 100% compliance with that, but we're going to focus on at least maintaining an 85% development of these programs by the end of FY 2014. The corporate commitments to actions to support the output metrics under this area of focus will be implement development programs to build job-specific and general competencies. We will look at defining and assessing demonstrated competencies for all different jobs and classifications across the company. We will implement training and development programs targeted on identified gaps in key competencies for each job position and for individual employees. We'll define and implement policies for offering rotational assignments and career enrichment opportunities. We have several formal programs right now, whether it's tuition reimbursement, EDP programs, the apprenticeship programs. We will look at further some that right now are a little more informal in the cross-rotational assignments. We also track and model JEA's core values: safety, service, growth squared. That's both growth in our customer base and growth for individual employees, accountability, integrity. We will measure those values and behaviors through performance evaluations. Our second commitment to action under this area of focus will be build leadership skills based on cultural competencies. We will conduct and receive training programs in understanding and adapting to cultural and generational differences. That's both among our employees and our customer base. We will conduct and receive this training in both direct and effective interpersonal communication involved with this cultural competency element. Our third area of focus under our Develop Unbeatable Team initiative will be ensure a safe, healthy, and ethical workplace. Our first output metric everyone in the company is familiar with is a recordable incident rate of 1.2 will be our metric in FY 2014. Our wellness, we want to have a 10% reduction, not in our weight, but maybe so, but in inflation-adjusted claim costs and a 10% increase in wellness program participation in FY 2014. Ethics, we want 100% compliance with ethics training requirements within 90 days of notice. This will be our metric, but in reality, we want 100% ethics. We don't want to have any issues with ethics, but this is one way to measure is the training program. We want to, in our commitments to action, we're going to enhance our existing safety programs. JEA has went out and benchmarked against leading utilities across the country, and we have picked up several different things that we can learn from those other benchmark utilities. We have a great safety program at JEA, but we want to increase it and enhance it. One of the things we'll also have started to focus on, I believe, in the last several months, is to increase near-miss reporting and understanding how we prevent injuries. We're also going to implement and enhance programs to reduce healthcare costs due to preventable illnesses. We have a lot of programs, whether it's ultrasound testing, a lot of success stories where people catch things here at JEA before they go to their doctor, and we're going to further enhance those programs, and we believe that's great for the employees' health, but also reduce their healthcare costs. Our third outcome metrics for this area of focus is ethics. The resultant metric will be 100% compliance with all ethics training to be completed within 90 days, with our overall goal to have 0 validated ethics complaints.
Working together, we can develop an unbeatable team.
We've identified that there are 8 different areas of competency for a CCC. To be able to be a third level CCC, you need to be able to master 6 of those or something.
But we really need to start formalizing more frequently the documentation of our processes. Because one of the key things to customer satisfaction is consistency and accuracy. And we rely heavily on institutional knowledge and whoever's been in that job for a long time.
The one that I felt was interesting, and I think it's CPS that does this, they have a daily safety briefing with the CEO.